Well, hi everyone, I'm Judy Elliott, and we welcome you to be with us today as we spend some time talking with Lynn Farah, who is the president for TANDUS CENTIVA, and we're actually on site though at the Cherokee State Youth Home, and certainly it's a pleasure to be out here with you today, and certainly you have a lot going on here that you're doing such good for the Cherokee State Youth Home today. Tell me a little bit though first about TANDUS CENTIVA, what the company is about.
Well, we're located here in Dalton, Georgia. We are a manufacturer of commercial flooring, both carpet and LVT, and we sell that to a range of commercial businesses, everything from schools to hospitals to airports and corporate offices.
Right.
So.
Well, today is a quite unusual day for the company, and I've been talking with some of the team members here on site today at the Cherokee Youth Home. They're doing a lot of projects here. Tell me a little bit about the community service, about the projects, and why you do the community service through your company.
Okay. Well, first of all, it's connected with our national sales meeting. Once a year, we get our entire sales organization together with our marketing and product development groups, and it's our big meeting on getting staged for the upcoming year. But what we decided to do was to start to do some community services in the locations that we hold these meetings. We had originally done some team building exercises, but then about 6 years ago in the city of Dalton, we started to do some community service, and we found it was probably the most effective team building that we could ever do. It's amazing the spirit of some of these locations, and it puts us in contact with people who are actually going to be using these facilities, and it's unbelievably enjoyable to see. Particularly with the smaller kids when they see the transformation of the spaces.
Right, because it is a great transformation that happens here in a day here. And you, as I talk with some of the team members on some of the projects, they're from everywhere. Yeah,
the folks that are here today, there's 250 from across the country and Canada. And they're deployed in 3 different locations here, and then we had a school up in Chattanooga, and then we also have some at an animal shelter in Murray County. They're all given assignments, and the assignments range from everything from installing carpet, ripping it out, replacing it, to building play sets at the schools, painting. It's a whole array of projects, and we really try to work with the locations to see what their greatest needs are and what makes the most impact for the space.
Right, and the team members here that are with your company, they're from everywhere. One was from Paris, one's from, Chicago.
That's
they're
correct.
From different parts of the country.
Yeah, and again, that's the nice advantage of tacking this on to our sales meeting, where we're getting these folks together anyway, and we try to make a real impact in the communities where these meetings are held. We do this alternatively every other year in Dalton, in the Dalton, Georgia area, but a lot of times we're at remote sites too. Last year we were in Tampa, and we did a women's shelter there and a school there. And so no matter where we go, we try to make a difference in that local community.
Right. What do you feel that, a little bit of background here about the Cherokee Estates here. Tell me a little bit about what a difference or what was chosen. Come and give me some background to this location.
Well, this particular organization does great work. It basically rescues young folks who are in homes that are dysfunctional or at risk, and it actually becomes their guardian until they get to adulthood and take care of themselves. It's taking them out of those risky situations, and it's a great cause.
I know you must feel the team members here. I talked with them earlier. Talk about how good this makes them feel. How great it makes them feel when they see the people who live here come back and they're so excited.
There is so much energy that our people draw from this. It's a wondrous thing to watch, actually, because we get started with work, but then what happens is when you see some of the kids go by and they get excited about the changes that they're witnessing. Now, our people get it's kind of like a shot of adrenaline.
That's right.
They really get pumped up and they want to do more.
Well, tell me, yeah, I saw that today because we were firsthand filming this. Tell me the projects that they're working on today.
Okay, well, we have some residence areas where they're actually putting in carpet and LVT and redoing flooring. We had some landscaping that we're doing as well, and we are also doing some things here in the some of the common areas in terms of recreation.
Right, we're actually in the gym today, and they're working on another room here too.
So, and we try to, since we're in the flooring business, we're looking for opportunities to go ahead and provide some product for those things, but we'll do just about anything that the location needs.
Right. From a company standpoint, I saw a rug that was also that your company made, TANDUS Centiva made.
Yeah, we have a product that we call Imaginations, and where we can actually create custom logos in carpet or even in luxury vinyl tile. And so a lot of times these organizations, it becomes a statement piece for them. You put it in the doorway.
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful rug.
Right.
When I walked into the gym, I'm like, this is so beautiful, and I know it's going to be put to such great use here at the home as well.
Well, I was at a school earlier today in Chattanooga, and we did one of these for the school, and the principal didn't want anybody walking on it. she was so excited about it. She goes, "We got to keep it pristine for now."
Well, that's great, and that's so rewarding. I know as a company to be giving back, not only the time and the service from the team members, but the product itself.
Yeah. Well, we're from my perspective, we're honored to be able to do this. We feel like it's our obligation to give back wherever we can, and I will tell you that from my personal perspective, I mean, there are moments here where it almost makes you want to cry with what you do.
Right. Well, we have a perfect example of that. When we were out filming today earlier, we spoke to one of the team members, and we're going to pause here and let's see what he has to say about this project and this service.
Hi, my name is Rusty Joyce. I'm the Senior Vice President of Sales for TANDUS Centiva Tarkett Company, and we're here today at the Boys Club in Dalton, Georgia, helping out the community. We've got over 250 people working on a variety of different projects. We've got people here from Toronto, New York, Alabama, California, all over North America. And one of the most important things to us is to give back to the community. We don't care where we're at. Every year at our sales meeting, we've decided to go to a community to do work like this. Last year we were in Tampa. The year before we were in Dalton again, and the year before that we were in San Diego. So this is just an opportunity for us to give back to the community. It's one of the most favorite things that we like to do.
Well, as you can see, Rusty is and his team group there is really enjoying what they're doing, and he was telling me earlier, it's just who they are. It doesn't matter what community they're involved in, it's just who they are as a part of the company, and I think that says a lot about TANDUS Centiva.
Well, as I said, we take great pride in doing this. Our folks really get charged up when they think about these activities, and the camaraderie that they get. And give you a good example. The school that we were doing today up in Chattanooga, we're doing a whole host of projects. Everything from redoing their playground to some landscaping, carpeting in some classrooms. The exterior of this building, it was in serious need of some painting. So we've got folks that are doing that as well. And what you find in a lot of these facilities is that with the budgets they have, it's really focused on trying to do as much they can within the walls. And as a result, a lot of these things that are exterior, they get weathered, and they can't keep them up at the same level.
Right.
Which is why we don't mind putting some labor to it.
Wonderful. And I see you talking about labor. You've been out there today.
Yeah.
We were out there filming and didn't know that you were the president of the company, but you were out down on your hands and knees as well.
Well, look, this is a team effort. Nobody is above rolling up their sleeves and getting something done.
Well, that makes a good company as it is. Tell me a little bit about how many employees do you have?
Well, we're about 1,300 employees. On all these projects today, we've got about 250 of them spread about these 3 locations.
My goodness. Now, you talked briefly about you're also in Murray County as well
Yes.
today. What have you been doing there?
We're at an animal shelter, and we're building some pens, some shade areas, and we're also doing some landscaping and things around there, and also things that will help support the shelter and being able to care for the dog.
Right. Now, it seems like this is such a unique way to do team building. I don't know, I haven't heard of anyone else that does this kind of thing. I think it's really unique that instead of the traditional presentation and sitting there listening to sales teams and building and all, this really gives them firsthand experience.
Well, years past, we used to do such things, building teepees and, tug of wars. But about 6 years ago, about 2009, we decided to go ahead and try to do a community service project. And without a doubt, the folks felt like this were the best team building experiences they've ever had. And it pulls together people, it puts them in the path of a good cause, and at the end of the day, they'll be tired, but they will be ecstatic for what they accomplished.
And don't you think it also creates memories of them as a team together that maybe they might not have normally have had in sitting in a classroom style?
Absolutely. And I would say that it's probably best said is that it's really become part of our DNA. One of the best things about us as a company is that we are very personally interconnected. It's a very, we are about people, and our associates feel that way about each other. But then, when you get the experience like this, it just builds on that tremendously.
Right, right. Tell me a little bit about the company again. When was it established?
It was established back here in Dalton in the
Early
60s.
in the
1960s.
Okay, yeah.
And it was part of a bigger organization up until the late 90s, and then it went out on its own, and it grew over time. And in 2012, we were acquired by a French company, Tarkett. So we're part of the Tarkett family, which is a large flooring company throughout the world. And it's been great to be part of that family. It gives us a lot of resources.
Right.
And we are now the 3rd largest flooring company on the planet.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
congratulations to
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing us to come out and take a view of what your company is doing, and I think it's just wonderful. And most of all, I love the how you're connecting each other with the team and how you're giving back to the communities. That is just wonderful.
Well, we're pretty passionate about it. We're not only passionate about what we make and do for a living, but we're passionate about these projects. So
Right.
it's just part of who we are.
Yeah. Well, wonderful company. Thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you so much.
And I'm going to let you get back to work.
All right,
How about
thank you,
that?
thank you.
And thank you for being with us here as we have visited with the president here with TANDUS Centiva. Until next time, I'm Judy Elliott. We hope you have a great day.
To advertise your business on TV, contact Elliott Media at 706-529-4237.